All right, let's go ahead and get started with Backlink Hurricane. This is video number 1, Introduction to PageRank. We're going to cover several things in this video. The first one is, what is PageRank? We're going to talk about several myths and facts about PageRank and clear up some common misunderstandings and misconceptions about it. We're also going to talk about how to check PageRank. So let's go ahead and dive into the first one and find out what PageRank is. To put it fairly simply, PageRank is a numeric value that represents how important a particular web page is, and this would be in relationship to other web pages. PageRank, or PR as we sometimes call it, applies only to Google. Yahoo doesn't use it, Bing doesn't use it, none of the other search engines actually use PageRank. It's exclusive to Google. But generally speaking, if you rank well in Google, if your PageRank is high, you're going to rank well also with the other search engines. That just seems to be how it is. PageRank is a patented algorithm. As I mentioned, it's exclusive only to Google. PageRank is measured on a scale of 0 to 10. The actual behind-the-scenes algorithm is a lot more complicated than that, but what we see as a quick measure of a page is 0 to 10. Another good thing to know about PageRank is that it doesn't update continuously. It only updates periodically. Generally, it updates about every 3 months or once a quarter. Let's take a look at this graphic here. It shows a picture of a mountain, which is a good representation of Google PageRank. PageRank goes from 0 to 10, 0 being the lowest, 10 being the highest. Now, that's not anything like going up in the grades in school, let's say, where you'd go from kindergarten to 12th grade. First grade's a little harder than kindergarten, second grade is a little harder than first, and so on, up to 12th grade. To go from one level to the next in Google's PageRank, it's on a logarithmic scale. So going from one level to another is considerably more difficult. Now, if we look and consider that it's related to a mountain, you can see that there would only be room for maybe one or two or a few people at the top. That would be a 10. But down at the base of the mountain, there'd be room for multitudes of people. Now, to go up a little ways from 0 to 1 to 2, even PageRank of 3, that isn't so hard. Pretty much all new pages start out 0. You do a little bit of work, you'll get up to a 1 or a 2, collect some good links, get up to a 3. But the effort to get to 4 or 5, you've got to be doing something pretty right. To get up to 6 or 7, even 8, you are among the best of the best, really. There's quite a few sites that attain those ranks, but very, very few make it all the way up to the top, to a 9 or a 10. You can see Google considers themselves a 10. They basically, I would say they consider themselves to be the most important site. Can't blame them for thinking that. PageRank is very mathematically complex. The algorithm is figured with things that look like this. And I don't know a thing about what's being said here. If you're a mathematician, maybe you do. This is just a little example of the kinds of formulations that go into it. We don't need to know a thing about this. All we need to know is that PageRank works, and it works very well for us. Here's a couple of URLs for resources that will explain PageRank more in detail. The Wikipedia page has got a very good description, and the webworkshop.net page, that's got a little more common everyday explanation of PageRank. Might want to take a look at those if you really want to dig in and understand what's going on. Now, beyond all the mathematical formulations, this is really all we need to see. The toolbar PageRank. That's the 0 to 10 number I told you about, and this is really all that matters to us as far as knowing the PageRank of a page and doing our research. Keep in mind, the toolbar PageRank and the true PageRank are not always the same. The toolbar PageRank is the 0 to 10 number that I told you about. The true PageRank is the much more complex one behind the scenes. Also, the toolbar isn't always accurate. Sometimes it can be a little bit buggy. Sometimes it is out of date. And you're going to want to remember that when you're checking on PageRank, that it's just sort of a guide. Obviously, if it says 2, it's not going to be as important of a page in Google's eyes as a 7, even if the 2 really is a 4. Do remember always, it's just a relative measurement. It's not the end-all be-all of everything. It's just a measuring stick that we use. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the facts and the myths regarding PageRank. If anyone tries to tell you that they know what the PageRank algorithm is, they're not telling you the truth, or they're maybe just ignorant. The PageRank algorithm isn't public. When it was originally created, it was public knowledge, but it's been changed since then, and it is closely guarded. It's not something that Google once released to the public. Some people assume that just because your home page has a page rank of 4, that means the entire site has a page rank of 4. And that's not so. Usually the home page of a site does have the highest page rank because it's the landing page, it's where everybody comes, it's where the most action is. But each page within your site has its own page rank. Your home page might be a 4, but you might have any number of pages within your site that are only a 1, a 2, a 0. Now these links do interact and they do affect each other, and we'll talk more about that later in a video about link juice. Some people assume that a higher page ranked page is going to have a higher ranking automatically, and that just isn't so. It's not uncommon for a lower page rank page to show up better in the search engine results than a higher page rank page. I've pulled up an example search here on lose weight fast just to illustrate what I'm talking about, how a lower page rank page can sometimes outrank a higher page rank page. If we scroll down here and look at the first 2 results, the first one, how to lose weight fast, has a page rank of 3, and that's showing down here in my SEO Quake bar, which is one of the tools I'll talk to you about in a minute. And the next result actually has a page rank of 5, but it's been outranked in the search results. This happens pretty frequently. One other search I did this morning, a page rank of 1 was outranking a whole list of page rank 4 and 5 pages. One thing you're going to hear a lot in internet marketing is that content is king. Now, content is very important, but it is not the most important thing. It's just a piece of the puzzle. If people can't find your great content, it's worthless, isn't it? Links and showing up in search results are how people will find your content. Like I said, just having content sitting there on a page that nobody knows about really isn't going to do anybody any good. Not you or the ones that need your information. To simplify the whole matter of PageRank, we're just going to say PageRank, or PR, is Google's way of deciding how important a web page is. When one page links to another, it's casting a vote for the other page. The more votes a page has, the more important it must be. If we think about elections, that just kind of makes sense. The crazy man that always runs as a write-in for mayor every year, he doesn't get many votes, and everybody pretty much knows he's crazy. But the polished politician that spends a lot of money on his campaign, works hard, actually does something, and people take notice, they're going to get the bulk of the votes. And they're going to be mayor. Obviously, they're going to be the more important person, aren't they? The PR of the page itself that is casting the vote factors into how much weight the vote has. I think of this as being like a shareholder in a company that has just a few shares versus one that has many shares. That person with just a few shares isn't going to have the same pull as the one who owns half the company. And the quantity of links coming to your site doesn't matter as much as the quality of the links. Quantity does matter, but quality even trumps that. High PR links to your site can be harder to find, but are much more valuable. Listen, it can take hundreds or thousands of PR0 links to equal just a handful of PR7 or 8 links. The extra effort is definitely worth it. The last thing we're going to talk about for this video is how to check PageRank. A quick and easy check is to go to prchecker.info. I've got their page pulled up here just to show you what it looks like, and all you have to do is go to their page, and right there in the middle of the page, enter in a domain name or URL, and click Check PR, and that will instantly show you what the page rank is of that particular page. We've also got a few tools that we can use in Firefox as add-ons. Several of the ones I use are SEO Quake, SEO for Firefox, and Live PageRank. Let me pull up the page here real quick with the lose weight fast search, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay. If we go down here to our first result, how to lose weight fast, you can see, and it may be hard to see, it might be a little small on your screen. I've got this toolbar here that shows up in the search itself. This is SEO Quake. It shows the page rank, and it shows a whole lot more information that I can scroll through and find out just at a glance about this page before I even visit the page. Showing down underneath here shows a lot of that same information. Now, you don't want to use a tool like SEO Quake constantly. Just use it when you're doing your research and turn it off when you're just doing casual browsing. SEO for Firefox is another one, and Live PageRank is a tool that I've also got installed. It shows down here on the bottom. It's showing NA at the moment because I'm not actually on a page. But if I click How to Lose Weight Fast, SEO Quake brings up their bar. I'm going to close that out real quick. And down here in the bottom, the live page rank shows 3 out of 10. So this is a page rank 3. Now, I don't know of tools like this for Internet Explorer. They may be out there, but I use Firefox, so that's what I'm familiar with. All right, just to wrap it up, what we've covered is we've talked about what PageRank is, some common misunderstandings about PageRank, and how to check PageRank quickly and easily. Now, next, we're going to learn all about link juice. That's right, link juice.